Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Munchie B Talks Politics. I am Munchie B. Thank you so much for joining. Please click on the like button as you come in, like and share. Like and share so the others can know that Munchie B is here. Like and share. Share the life to all the labor rights and the independents and the people in the diaspora and everybody so that they can know that Munchibi is on. What time is it? It is now 8:39. We're not bad. Erica Wagwan, welcome sister, welcome. Good night, Marvelyn. Please share the live so the others can know that we are here. We will start when we have 100 people watching. Guys, welcome, Kadian. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We will be having a discussion on the PNP, the flip-floppers. Because since Dr. Clark pointed out to the people of Jamaica that the Mark Golding-led People's National Party is a bunch of flip-floppers and a group of individuals that will say absolutely anything to win the election. Our guards are up. We already know, so the PNP is going to pull this stunt. They did it before with two other bills. So this is nothing new, and we should not even pay the PNP any mind. I think our government should just go ahead and just pass the bill because it don't make no sense because all me see people, the PNP do not want the Jamaica Labour Party to pass any legislation. Good night, Marjorie. Good night, Shireen. L, capital L, capital A, capital C. Good night, Fitzroy. Good night, Alicia. Please, guys, want to share the live and click on the like button. As you want to come, just click on the like button. No matter how much I want to come, the show must go on and we will click on the like button. So, yeah, we're going to talk about the JTC bill because we see the bill and make the rounds now, and we see the PNP turning this thing into a political mockery. We know this, this is absolutely nothing new. For us, this is nothing new because when it comes to PNP, we already know them cannot be trusted. We know the people even at the parliament and the member of parliament and the one in the committee, them have to act proper and them have to say the things where, them have to, them can't act like we go on social media. But from day one, we know so the PNP wicked. We know that the PNP undermine. We know that the PNP sabotage. And we know that the People's National Party will do and say absolutely anything to win the election. Now, this bill, and you know what I want? And I've been thinking about it and I don't know if it's possible. One of the people who always watch me and give me good advice, and tell me if you don't think this is a good idea. Because if this bill have been in the work from 2003 or roundabout there, me know the PNP must have draft the bill from them time, at least some of it, or at least a little something so we can see what the ideas are. I would love to see what the PNP had on paper before we got to 2015. I would love to see the first draft of the bill. Before the Jamaica Labour Party even touched the bill, I would love to see the first draft of the JTC bill. Anybody else would want to see it? No, tell me if I'm off track. Savage, the PNP was the one who started this bill, right? They drafted the bill. They started it in 2003. Straight up to about 2000. It's been back and forth during Bruce time, then pick it up back in 2012. I would love to know or to see if they had anything written down before Jamaica Labour Party come in power. Because knowing the PNP, people, knowing the People's National Party, you know, guys. And I'm nothing for the bill that was passed in the Senate on Friday. We don't hear how much amendment upon the bill. 38 amendment. So that tell me say the PNP, I mean no say then 38 amendments they come from the PNP, come from the JTA, and come from the Jamaica Principal Association. The bill had the backing of the Principals Association Group and the Jamaica Teachers Association Group. The president of the Jamaica Teachers Association was at the Senate in the building physically in the pavilion while the bill was being passed on Friday, and none of them said anything. None of them, they saw the bill, they read the bill, they know the content of the bill. The minister said, read the bill, and the JTA was at the Senate when this bill was passed. So that is why I don't understand why the teacher them, why is it that the teacher is afraid to speak out? I don't understand. Or I saw the teacher them, I don't understand how the teaching fraternity work. Like if them speak out, they're afraid to be, to be sabotage and undermining their schools. Because it's not like say this bill come like the thief in the night. And I would love to see the first draft of the bill before Andrew Holness administration touch that bill. But it's because me know say my party don't play politics. And because me know say my party turn the other cheek. And me know say my prime minister 70 times 7 and my party they not believe in a dirty politics. I know that will never happen. But I would love to see the first draft of the bill before Andrew Holness administration touched that bill. Because I know for a fact that is not we write all of the content of the bill. I know that the PNP had a first draft or maybe even a second draft of the bill before we won the election. So because Dana Dixon, she going to say, oh, I'm not a politician, I don't understand. And she, we don't expect she to say to the PNP, say, but you guys have this in the bill before we touch it. Me not expect that from her because you don't hear what she said today. Who heard her reaction? Let me play her reaction, what she said today. You don't tell me if you don't reach.
Good governance. And there's been a lot, it really is a question of good governance. And we have to really have a serious conversation about good governance. So this bill has been in several different iterations for 21 years. There's been a lot of dialogue, a lot of consultation on it. A lot of different groups have given their opinion on what it should look like. And over the last 2 years, we had a joint select process where we had members from the government, members from the opposition. There were 45 different joint select committee meetings. All 45 joint select committee meetings were televised. And we had opposition and government there. And the bill that was presented in the Senate was actually just a bill that came from that joint select process. So everything in there would have been discussed in the joint select process. But then you don't stop it there. You don't just pass a bill. You still take it to be debated. I tabled the bill in the Senate and I waited 1 month to have the debate on it, to give everybody sufficient time to read it. On the day that I was to do the debate on the bill, the opposition said they were still not ready and they asked for 2 more weeks. And I said, okay. And then 2 weeks later, we had a debate. And the issues that were raised yesterday were not raised in that debate. And it opens a lot of questions. And for me, someone who is not a politician, a career politician who's come into this, you wonder, how can this be? How can you have a debate on Friday after having the bill being laid for 6 weeks, after 2 years of 45 different joint select committee meetings between opposition and government? How can you then have 4 days later a press conference saying, oh, I now have issues and these are my issues? And so there's a real governance question. Are we doing the work we're supposed to be doing? Are we as attentive to our joint select committees? Are we reading the bills? Because on Friday, I asked every Jamaican to go back and look at that debate and tell me if you felt that some of the members had read the bill. And it's very, very important that we are faithful to what we're called to do. We're called to be senators, we're called to be MPs, and we're called to do that work faithfully. And so it's unfortunate that those comments come at this time. Some of them had actually come in the joint select process and had been adjudicated, and different people had given their opinion on how it should be dealt with. And I think the bill that we have is really a consensus bill. But I also understand that whenever you have a new bill, something new, it's a new regime, you're going to have some discomfort, and you have to explain and explain and explain it. And so that's really the posture we're in, is that, we're here to explain. We're here to explain all of the different features. But you mentioned some things, for example, moratorium and so on. And that's where I say, we really need to read the bill. Because the bill is very clear that the bill, once it comes into force, and the minister determines when it comes into force, but once it comes into force, the bill very clearly says there's a 2-year moratorium. The bill says that. So I don't understand now a request for 6 months when the bill says there's a 2-year moratorium. So when the regime comes into place, when the bill comes into place, teachers have 2 years before they need to be registered. The bill also does not speak to a cost of registration. The bill says that the minister may, or the council may determine what the registration fee is. And I've already determined that that would be minimal or zero in the beginning, because you want to encourage our teachers to be a part of this. And in the bill, everywhere in the bill, and if you read the bill, it's very clear that all of the rules for implementation, it says it must be determined with consultation with stakeholders. So even what the licensing regime would need to be agreed by stakeholders. All of the details in terms of fit and proper and so on would be agreed through consultation. That's in the bill. And so I think it's one of the most consultative bills I have seen. And I think a part of the reason it is like this is because of the strong influence of the union. The JTA was very much at the table in giving information and speaking about the bill. And they were there when I opened the debate. The JTA president was there in the Senate when I opened the debate. So there's never been any, lack of wanting to collaborate and have discussions on it. And so it was a bit disappointing to me, though, that, after all of this long process, 21-year process, and especially the last 2 years, which was so intense, that you now have these questions coming. But I'm here to answer them, and I think it's a good bill, and I don't think it puts our teachers at a disadvantage, and our administration would never do anything to put our teachers at a disadvantage. And we welcome the dialogue. And I've seen, the JTA starting to have some webinars and so on the JTC bill. And we welcome that. We welcome the opportunity to continue dialoguing and moving the education system forward, because that's our goal. That's our goal. Our goal is not to put anyone down. Our goal is to see our children thrive. That's our goal. And everything we're doing is around getting to that ultimate outcome. Really.
You hear that? Look how that clear and self-explanatory. Look how that, and when you hear Damian Crawford and the PNP open for them mouth night and day, you wonder if I see them topic the two of them must speak on. Because the toilet paper gleaner, of course, I go run with the PNP narrative. So the gleaner now, this is the gleaner now. This is the Gleaner article now, people. Did it pass in the Senate, Munchie? Yes, it passed with the support from Damian Crawford. The bill was passed in the Senate, and Damian Crawford supported the bill. The only problem he had was with the part where say fit and proper. You don't understand what fit and proper is, and it needs to be explained thoroughly. And here the minister said everything is going to be, when they just passing the bill now, and everything is going to be consensus before anything come to the agreement. Damian just love problem. Now, the PNP warns the JTC bill could burden and demoralize educators. You hear that? PNP warns that the JTC bill could burden and demoralize educators. So, we know right from the jump, burden. So to get registered is a burden, even though you have to register for every single thing in Jamaica and in the world. If you buy a car, you have to get your car registered. You have to get license, fitness, and insurance. If you buy a house, you have to pay land taxes, property taxes on your house every single year. If you have light bill, water bill, you have to pay. If you're going to Mandeville town and you want to open a store, you have to pay Mandeville Municipal Corporation a fee to sell in the market. Every single profession in Jamaica, you have to pay except the teachers. I don't know what is happening with our teachers in Jamaica, but for some reasons, the teachers don't want to be held accountable. The teachers do not want nobody to regulate them. The teachers want to be a law unto themselves. Every single area in Jamaica, whether you are push and cart, whether you any business you do, you have to register your business. But the PNP and the JTA is hell bent on setting the do not want to follow rules and laws. Now here is Damian Crawford now. And you hear the liar, wicked tricksters boy. The People's National Party has raised strong concern about the Teaching Council bill passed in the Senate last Friday, warning that it may impose financial strains on teachers and further demoralize the profession. At a press conference on Tuesday, opposition spokesman on education Damian Crawford criticized the bill's fast track approach. You know, hear that? Fast track approach. This 20-year-old bill, this bill that this government have back and forth in committee for 2 years, this bill that the minister tabled and left to be discussed, to be debated for 1 month. Here is Damian Crawford saying that this fast track approach, arguing that it fails to reflect the current realities within Jamaican's education system while stressing the PNP supports for regulation. Crawford said that the bill lacks provision that genuinely supports teachers. I don't know how the teacher them in a good faith listen to Damian Crawford and the People's National Party. The CM Damian Crawford, when he was the Minister of Tourism in 2012, said that he preferred to take a haircut than a pay cut. The same Damian Crawford who got shell down London, the same Damian Crawford who invested in Sting. I don't know how Damian Crawford represent teachers now. I wonder if these teachers either have short-term memory or they don't care or they're just overly political. I don't understand. Because the People's National Party believes that the JTC bill should treat our teachers with trust, with understanding, and with support, rather than with punitive nature that may cause an increase in migration and more negative than positive. I don't know how regulating the teachers are negative things. Everybody, every sector of the country is being regulated. If you want to be an electrician, you have to get certified. If you want to be a plumber, you have to get certified. Every single area in our country, you have to be certified except teaching profession. The legislation which passed with 38 amendments, you don't hear that? 38 amendments. Which legislation you never hear pass? That sound like it's a brand new bill they write over. That sound like that is a brand new bill. 38 amendments. I mean, 90% of these came from the PNP and from the JTA, from the Principal Association, and all the people them who they have a work with. 38 amendments. seeks to establish the Jamaica Teacher Councils to oversee regulation and licensing of teachers. It will next be debated in the lower house. However, Crawford expressed concern that the government may again use its parliamentary majority to force the bill through, despite what he called mounting public opposition. What mounting public opposition? What mounting public opposition? The only people me hear talk about the bill is Damian Crawford and a bunch of juggalo who we have behind him in the press conference. The teachers had nothing to say about the bill until the PNP started to politicize it, because the teachers should be ashamed of themselves, as I said before 2 nights ago, because you guys sent a representative to the table, and according to Minister Dana Dixon, the JTA was at the table at every step of the way. The JTA saw everything and read the bill and signed off on every single thing. So the classroom teachers not supposed to push out them head no time at all. And if the classroom teachers have any issues, they should take up this issue with their president, because the president was at the table when everything was being discussed. So which mounting opposition Damian Crawford attack about, people? Which mounting opposition the Damian Crawford talking about? Nobody's talking about the bill. Only Damian Crawford, and he gets some no-name people to stand up behind him. And you don't notice the president of the JTA don't come out and put out no statement. You who notice the president of the JTA said nothing? Because he approved the bill. He read and approved the bill, and he was at the table when everything was being discussed. And the head of the principal association, the parents are the principal, when name Mr. Wright, he approved the bill. He said he support the bill. He said he supported the bill. So you don't notice that the PNP have politicized this thing. It's just the People's National Party politicizing the bill. Now, here Damian Crawford again. Crawford particularly objected to the bureaucratic registration process, which requires teachers to register every 5 years and submit police record. No. How is Damian Crawford opposing to the teachers registering every 5 years and giving a police record, when the People's National Party under Percival Noel James Pattison between 1998 and 2000 passed legislation and tell every single Jamaican working in the food health industry to get a food handler's permit every year? And somebody answer this to me, please. Please. On September 1st, 2002, the People's National Party passed regulation to require every single Jamaican person working in any food establishment to get a food handler's permit every single year. And that food handler's permit is not free. So if poor people, PNP claim to say them love poor people, don't follow me now. PNP claim to say they love poor people. And they look out for poor people. And people who work minimum wage is being asked to get a food handler's permit every single year by the People's National Party. But yet still teachers are supposed to get pay for them license. We don't make this make sense. Make this make sense, people of Jamaica in the diaspora. The government under Percival Noel James Patterson asked the people of Jamaica, the poor people, the minimum wage earner, the KFC worker, the people who are working at a little Chinese restaurant, them a little Chinese store, them, the KFC worker, the PNP asked those persons to get a food and less permit every single year. We have to pay for a food and less permit. And at the time when the PNP required us to get a food and less permit, the minimum wage was $3,800. $3,800 was the minimum wage when the PNP asked the people of Jamaica to get a food and less permit. Where was the outcry, Damian Crawford? Where was the outcry? Why the teacher them have to get a good salary increase? Why they can't pay for their license? Every other profession pay for their license. What is special about the teachers? What is so special about the teacher? What is so special about the teachers? But they can't pay for their license, but poor people can pay for their food and less permit. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. What is so special about the teachers? So they don't have to pay for them license, while bar owners have to pay for their spirit license. Make that make sense. What is so special about the teachers when the hairdressing shops have to be paying a money to the municipal corporation every single month to open a shop in the town, but yet still teachers not supposed to pay for them license? Make this make sense, Damian Crawford. A vote on our look. I vote the People's National Party. I look, because if you're selling in the market downtown, you have to pay a fee. The PNP tax Ancat say, oh, the Ancat man, them make money in a downtown and they had to pay a fee. If you have a little stall on the roadside, you have to pay a fee. So why is it that the teachers must just live free? What is so special about the teachers? Somebody explain that to me. He recommends extending the period to 10 years. And if, look here, if the government of Jamaica extend the period to 10 years for the teachers, every other profession must ask for an extension as well. Even the people that will get their food and less permit done every year should ask the government for an extension for every 10 years too. What is so special about the teachers? Why the teachers don't want to be regulated? Every other areas, the teachers have to pay for their license every single year. And we're asking them to pay every 5 years. And Damian Crawford and the PNP have a problem with that. When poor people have to get a food and less permit every year. Every year we have to get a food and less permit. Every year we have to pay land taxes. Every year we have to pay for anything what we need. And what is special about the teachers? So he's asking them to extend it for 10 years. Then hear him now. Combining registration and licensing into a single streamlined process and limiting the police record requirement to once unless there is a just cause. Really? Really? Every time you go on a farm work, you have to take out a food and less you have to take out a police record. Every time you're going on a farm work, you have to take out a police record. So what is so special about the teachers? What is, I just vote Damian. I want if the teacher them realize, say, I just vote the People's National Party a look. I just vote the PNP a look, you know. Because nothing is wrong with asking the teachers to get a license. It is, that is how every other profession operates everywhere in the world. And nothing is wrong in asking them to get a police record as well. That Damian has suggest. Hear him now. And limiting the police record requirement to once unless there is a just cause. He also proposed a 6-month grace period for license renewal after expiry. So if the teachers can get a 6-month grace period for when their license expire, we the people of Jamaica we're asking the government for a 6-month grace period as well when our driver's license expire. Oh, that's so. Since the PNP want the teachers to get a 6-month grace period, what they need 6 months for, and everything is going to be done online. So the teacher, them are going to get 6-month grace period for when time them license expired. We, the people who are drive, we need a 6-month grace period as well for when we driver's license expire. We need a 6-month grace period for when our fitness and we expire for our car. We need a 6-month grace period as well for when we owe our property taxes. What is wrong with PNP? PNP does always engage in a lawlessness. Every time the government try to put things in place to regulate the teachers, the People's National Party, all because they want to vote. So anyhow the government amend this act and tell the teacher them say them have 6-month grace period for them expired license. Every other profession must ask for it as well. Every other profession must ask for that grace period as well, because that don't make no sense. That's half of the year. That's half of the year. We need 6 months grace period for a food and loss permit. The minimum wage earners working in KFC and Burger King and Mothers and Tasties and Popeyes need a 6 months grace period when a food and loss permit expires as well, Prime Minister, Wellness and Minister. We need a 6-month grace period when a food and loss permit expires as well. Since as all the teacher them can get a 6 months grace period for that, we want it too. Because we don't understand why the teacher them do not want to follow rules and laws. Every other profession is no problem except the teachers. And I don't know where you find this woman you're from. Educator Ethne Miller Simpson, who is aiming to contest St. Andrew Northwestern in the upcoming polls, questioned the bill provision for mandatory continuous professional development, warning that it may be accessible or affordable, especially for rural teachers. What does continuous professional development mean? Who can tell me that? What does continuous professional development mean? What that mean? That means that them have to continue updating them profession and get up and get certified in each. You want to tell me what that means? Somebody type and tell me. What does that mean? That means them have to upgrade themselves every year or whatever in a profession. You don't tell me for that it mean. Please, Anta. Somebody. Where Erica there? Somebody please type and tell me, what does continuous professional development mean in the teaching industry? Yeah, what they mean, what they be training, and in a them area with them, in them profession, like if them a maths teacher or a English teacher, they need to keep updating. Okay, training every year. All right, ongoing training and update. Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to be sure. Okay, so let me ask you a question. When them continue to develop them profession and develop their skill and get training each time, who does that benefit? Who does that benefit, guys? If you're working in the private sector and you start working all right, so for example, you work at Burger King. I love that about Burger King. And you go in as a regular worker where you make burger and a sweep floor and a map floor. And you go there first year and the manager say, all right, then Erica, Mrs. say you can't work good. You're going to put up on the machine for you go and cash. And when you start cash, the manager say, yes, yeah, cash good and you manage yourself good and you run, when you come in on the shift, you manage yourself, you cash, you multitask, you delegate and you take leadership qualities now. Now the manager go say, Erica, me love all your work and you have leadership qualities and me go, more to up, you know what the word name now? Bring you up now, you know? Because remember, you want it, you know, and you have other fire, you know, you have to look, you have piece of fire, you have to look good, you know. So when you go in as a regular worker now, and the manager says you have the qualities in you, you can do the work, and you can work the shift good, you can make the burger good, you sweep and map floor, you delegate, you run shift, you do the things. The manager say, yeah man, make me say, yes Erica, me not have to tell you what to do. You know, to use your initiative, so I'm going to promote you. And the manager said to you, say, well, in order for you to get the promotion, you know, Erica, then the head office like when you have a little subject. Erica, I know you if say, all right then, I go back one like evening school because one vacancy there or so, and the manager say, me can get the supervisor position if me do this and do that. Now you will find one evening class and go do one like maths and English, or find one like night school if you want to upgrade your skill. Me not understand how the government has said they must update themselves and continue to get continuous training, and them have a problem with that. So the government they want to pay them. And the government they want to pay them to upgrade themselves. Let me reread this again. Educator Ethne Miller Simpson, who is aiming to contest the St. Andrew Northwestern in upcoming polls, questions the bill provision for mandatory continuous professional development, warning that it may not be accessible or affordable, especially for rural teachers. If rural teachers want better pay and want to keep their job, then go and upgrade themselves. And our government supposed to do that. I don't understand the People's National Party, you know. Are you supposed to take the initiative? Are you supposed to make the sacrifice? What do you mean by rural teachers cannot afford it? If they cannot afford it, then they stay in the same place where them be. You know what? The government should not make it mandatory. Let them alone, no government. Left them alone. If they want worthless and stay in one position all their life, make them stay. I wouldn't make it mandatory. Left them alone. Government, you can take out the part, the man. Take out the part, the government. Make them stay as a regular classroom teacher and a low level 1 teacher. They don't want to upgrade themselves, left them alone, government. Remove the mandatory from it and make it be optional. Make it be optional, government. Don't make it be mandatory. Because if they work, let's not want to upgrade themselves, make them stay where they're there. She added that failure to comply with the CPD requirements, whether due to cost or limited access, could result in teachers losing their license and livelihood regardless of competence or experience. Now, I would say, once them go to school and them have their degree and them have their license, I don't think the government will force them to do no training. Make them stay within there. May then stay within the government, because I know that the reason why the government want to keep them updated and keep training them, because education system evolve and more changes of method and everything change. So the best thing to do is keep yourself update and upgrade. So each time the ministry come out with a new policies or a new thing, them can be aware of it. But if they don't want to be aware of it, left them alone, government. And then stay within there. Nobody make it mandatory, government. Make them stay. Miller Simpson also criticized the bill for not recognizing on-the-job contribution, such as mentoring junior teachers, leading school initiatives, working overtime, or demonstrating long-term excellence, which currently earns no CPD credit. Well, look pa uno to no? Look pa uno to. Uno want the government to give uno everything uno want. And uno want to put out no interest. Here what she go say, the government not recognize on-the-job contribution. Is that the government must recognize on-the-job contribution really, no? It is the principal. It is the principal who is supposed to recognize on the job contribution because government not depend job, we don't know. I don't can't say anything because we not lied. It is for the principal. And by the way, speaking of principal, why didn't the principal negotiate this for these classroom teachers? The classroom teacher should ask the JTA, when you went to the negotiating table, why didn't you ask for this for us? Because this little part here so is for the classroom teachers. The JTA was a part of the committee. The JTA gave their contribution to the bill. Why didn't the classroom teachers, uno sister JTA now look out for no? Me not even go cussing about this part, Me go point out to the classroom teachers that this part should be put in place by the Jamaica Teachers Association. Them should have on back here, so don't blame the government for this. Don't blame the government for this. Blame the president and the people who sent to negotiate on behalf of you guys. Because the government in the classroom, the government can't stay on a ministry or stay in a parliament and say, boy, Erica was a good teacher and she did on the job and she do the work good. It is the principal. The principal should have put in this or asked for this for you guys. That is why I asked the question 2 nights ago when the bill was finally finished. Did the JTA take the content of the bill, keep on Zoom meeting and explain to the classroom teacher what are the contents of the bill? Did any classroom teacher download the bill from the website and read it? This suggestion could have been made by the JTA because when we think about it, even though I'm cruel enough course teacher, nothing is wrong with this part. But where was the JTA? Where was the JTA? Can remember is the principal who is head of the school and they are the one that is doing the analysis of you guys. At the end of the day, at the principal, I go do a check off the box and see if we meet all the criteria. So it is for the teacher to look out and say, look here, we need to recognize on-the-job training contribution, mentoring junior teachers, leading school initiative, working overtime on demonstrating long-term excellence. The principal should look out for this phone. The head of the principal association is different from the JTA. The JTA, me attack. The JTA that they sent to negotiate on their behalf should have been looking out for them here, so. All the JTA want to collect money from you know see that? All the JTA want to do is collect money among time. All the JTA want to do is collect dues. Why were the JTA looking out for you guys here, so? Don't blame the government. So we never question about the party, Listen to the party, guys. The bill is clear about punishing non-compliance with CPD requirements, such as suspension, refusal to renew their license. However, nowhere does the bill provide for salary increases, promotion advantages, or even professional recognition for those teachers who complete their professional development diligently. We want government to pay on for do the work and for get to upskill on yourself. Government already pay on a salary for teach them already. You guys want to be paid to be upgraded or to get constant training so you guys can be better in the classrooms? Which country will get paid for that? Which country teachers are being paid to continue upgrade themselves and upskill themselves? Don't tell me the country where the country pay the teacher them to upgrade themselves. Don't tell me teachers. We don't want too much. We don't want too much out of life now. We don't want too much out of life. Me tired of telling you one night time say, not special. There's absolutely nothing special about you PNP teachers who are come with this goddamn nonsense. The government already gave you guys a good salary, a huge salary increase. Whether you want to accept it or not, and agree or not, or talk the truth or not, you guys got a good salary increase. So no satisfied. We not the only public service servant we need money. No go sit down. She asks, teachers are expected to invest time and money in their professional development, but there are no benefits attached, only penalties if they fail. Uh-uh. Teachers are being expected to invest time and money in their profession. Oh Lord Jesus. So investing time and money in your profession, isn't it that for your benefit? Isn't that for your own benefit, teachers? When you invest time and money in your profession, who does that benefit? Somehow, when the government invests time and money now, put on hand in our foot and run gun overseas. You guys investing time and money in your profession. It is for your own benefit. Of course, the ministry and the school get benefit, but we gave you guys a salary. You guys are not working for free. So I don't know if you take little on a pay and invest in yourself. You guys are not working for free. You guys are being paid. So nothing is wrong if you invest time and money in your profession. Every other person does it. Plumber do it. Doctors do it. Nurses do it. Mechanic does it. Every other profession do it. What's so special about the teachers? If you invest time and money in your profession, it is for your own good. To address this, Crawford proposed that all required CPD courses to be free or subsidized, CPD credit to be given for in-service achievements, and that a national CPD portal be established, accessible both online and offline. No. So me not eat that idea. Not the free part, not the free part. The part where it should be accessible online, that part is good. But the part about free, you don't have to pay something. You don't have to pay something, because if the government start giving teachers be a free, other profession will now come and say, look here, the teachers is getting this for free, and the teachers not paying for the license, and the teachers, so what happened to us? We don't want to pay either. So the government have to be careful, all in free. So while I agree that the government can make it accessible both online and offline, you don't have to pay a little money. You don't have to pay something, teachers. I want to say I vote Damian Crawford a look, but you don't still have to pay something. Because when the PNP was in government, they gave you guys wage freeze. He further argued the bill marginalizes volunteer teachers and online tutor. Oh, how does the bill marginalize volunteer teachers? Because the PNP, again, remember, me not understand, I want to ask the ministry this. I would love to ask the ministry this and Dr. Dana Dixon. Why is it that we have so many teachers, when we know personally, and when other people know personally, left teachers college and cannot get a job, and me here so now have volunteer teachers and pre-trained teachers? Why? Who are these volunteer teachers? Where them work? Where these volunteer teachers work? I'd love to know who are these volunteer teachers and which school they work in. Because me know say in the school them in a town like KC and Calabar and JC and Arden, no volunteer teacher down there. I know that Bulmers and Ardens and JC, no if you not qualify, you can't put foot in them the school there, because they not play around with education. So I want to know where them volunteer teacher they are work. I hope I don't a Clancarty and don't a Vauxhall and them the school there. Where are these volunteer teachers working? I would love the minister to come out and tell the country, because don't want to pit them so damn dunce. Where are these volunteer teachers? Are they qualified? Did they go to any teachers' college? Who are these volunteers? Anybody know? Can we never know a volunteer teacher still in the system? When we have so many classroom teachers left college and can't get no full-time job, have to be working part-time and have to be leaving the country. Where are these volunteer teachers? The ministry need to look into that. The ministry need to look into that, because we don't want no teachers in the classroom who are not certified and qualified. We need qualified and certified teachers in the schools, because they cannot go for Arden. They cannot go down a Woolmers. So why do we, I'm sure say, I don't have the little comprehensive little school them, when they said the poor people don't speak to them according to them, and that's so they have the volunteer teachers, and put it to you. Now none of them volunteer teachers, they no don't up for them top school. Because even in some schools where you have kids who left high school and them are like you don't have like the head boy or the head girl or whatever, and they go back and volunteer, they don't work on their own. They don't work on their own, and government not pay them. Or the school pay them. They don't work on their own. They work with a trained teacher, and they do not mark test paper. They do not set test paper. So what I mean by volunteer teacher, I need to explain. What are the qualifications of the volunteer teacher, Linda? I would love to know. Miss Bones said, I am a teacher and I don't hear many teachers talking about the bill. I know, Miss Bones, is the PNP and make it political. Is the PNP and make it political, because once you're a hard worker and once you do your work, nothing is supposed to bother you. When me used to work, no matter what my boss, no matter whether if they change a rule or then change this, but people used to ask me, say, hear what office say. Sometimes in a hear coming a business, because once you have followed the rules and regulation, you don't have nothing to worry about. The People's National Party is the one that is making this political. Nothing is wrong with the bill. It is a good bill. It is a good bill. If you have a volunteer teacher who comes in and help with CXC preparation or help with school challenge quiz preparation, the bill no have nothing to do with that. The bill no stop that, because that person is not teaching a class full time. Stop with the gimmick and the nonsense, PNP. We know what you guys are trying to do. Volunteer teacher have nothing to do with the ministry. Is the school bring them there? It is normally a past student who come in and help. And the bill no stop that. Is that a situation where you have a past student come in and a teach a full class and a teach a full subject? Volunteer teacher come in to help. Like if you have CXC evening class, preparation for CXC, preparation for PEP, preparation for school challenge quiz, you have volunteer teacher coming that have nothing to do with the ministry, because that person is not teaching a particular classes or not teaching a particular subject 8 hours a day or 4 hours a day. It's just a separate thing. So I just problem the PNP I come with. Linda said the volunteers are not teachers, but they are qualified in subject. Exactly. And it's not like say them come in and teach full time. They're helping, and nothing is wrong with that. Ministry never come in your school and say, oh, I'm here to Arden become a year 3 volunteer teacher up here. You think the ministry have time for that? You think the ministry have time for that? Once you don't have a degree in a teaching, ministry not pay you, so ministry no business with you. That is what ministry is trying to say. And there's no one without a teaching degree should not be in school teaching full time. That's what the ministry is trying to say. We're trying to regulate the system to make sure that all the teachers in school are certified, and the students getting the best quality teachers. Volunteer, nothing is wrong with volunteer teachers. Stop it, PNP. More volunteer teachers. He further argued the bill marginalized volunteer teachers and online tutors. You hear that? You know who they call online tutors? Online tutors are PNP people now, and not really PNP alone. Some people who again may be qualified and may very much know if you do the subject, and then say them set up one like online classes and people pay to go online to learn the subject. Again, the ministry have absolutely nothing to do with that. Same like when you have private schools where people pay their money and go get them education privately. That's the same thing with online tutoring. What is wrong with the People's National Party? What is wrong with the People's National Party? The government just want to make sure that the persons teaching our students are qualified. That is it. All the little something with the PNP pick out a thin ear. Online tutor and lacks clear definition of fit and proper or competent teachers, raising concern it could usher in performance-based pay via the back door. You know what they're afraid of? You know what the PNP teacher them and the PNP afraid of? Performance-based pay. Are that they're afraid of, you know? That is what they are afraid of. That's what they're afraid of. Lastly, he called for the JTC to be funded by direct government subvention, not teachers' license fee. So the teacher them you can fund JTA. You can fund JTA that is doing absolutely nothing for you guys. You guys can fund JTA to the tune of billions of dollars. We're only think JTA do a keep one little retreat every now and then. And when teachers they then go to one umbrella, or they go to one lunch bag, or they go to one little planner, daily planner, or they go to one little fruit basket. You guys can fund the JTA, but the PNP say that the government must fund the JTC. Really? What is wrong with the PNP? With 30,000 teachers, if the licensing fee is 20,000 per teacher, they would have taxed the teachers 600 million. If it is that this is so necessary, it should be funded by the government and not by the teachers paying fee, he said. But yet still the teacher them have fund JTA. They say the PNPs are disgrace. The PNPs are disgrace. That is why I would love to see the bill that the PNP left in 2015. And because I know my government not tribal and stay like me, no people. Because I would have put out the bill where the PNP right and left there. Because I know my mind tell me say 90% of the things when at the bill now, the PNP put it there. My mind tell me say 90% of the content of this bill at the PNP put it there. But I saw the PNP steer. The People's National Party don't have absolutely nothing to campaign on, so now then jump on the JTC bill. This is a very, very good bill. No, I don't see not this. Them is something with Damian Crawford and the PNP are come with them. These are nothing. These are nothing. Teachers must be qualified to teach people pitney. Volunteer teachers or online tutors have absolutely nothing to do with the ministry. And the fee, they must pay that fee because poor people are paying food handlers permit fee every single month, every single year, sorry. And if the government move this fee from the teachers, they must move it from every other profession and from food handlers permit. The food handlers permit must be free because for those of us who renew their food handlers permit every year, we know that it's the same test they give us every single year. When me used to do food handlers permit, you know, guys, me used to go, Go sleep, put my head on the decks. Me used to go put my head on the decks while the lecturing a go on. When the lecturing done, somebody beside me normally wake me up and tell me, so the lecturing done. Then when me take up my little piece of paper where they give me, and me share it, me answer, and me give them, and me go about my business. Me used to listen to the lecturing because I waste of time. Me used to just put my head on the decks and sleep until they're ready for me. Because it's the same test they give you every single year. We have to be paying for the same thing every year because of the People's National Party. The PNP made it mandatory in 2000 and started to charge us money for it. Where was the outcry? See, the part that says security guards too is the same security guard test that they give every single time, and the security guards have to pay for it. So why the teacher them have to pay for them license? Why the teacher must get their license for free? Nothing can go to Damian Crawford. They have to pay as well. Same like how poor people, minimum wage earner and low income earner, security guards, and everybody have to pay for the food and last permit and then security license and then driver's license. The teachers must pay for the license. And the argument where the PNP talk about $600 million is every 5 years. Is every 5 years. We have to pay for food and less permit every single year. When you have a bar, you have to pay for the license, the spirit license. When you're keeping an event, you have to pay the municipal corporation every single time you keep an event. You must pay the corporation a fee. So why the teacher they must get free? Nothing can go to Damian Crawford. No, we cannot support that. And I hope the minister and the Jamaica Labour Party, this bill must continue and pass. The PNP is just there to oppose. The PNP is just there to oppose. Talking about the government must fund the JTC, pay the JTC worker them. No, not when not when the teacher them a pay JTA. If I like the teacher them come out of JTA now that we have a JTC bill, I don't know the requirements. We don't need JTA. We don't need JTA anymore because we don't have JTC now. We must pay for the license, and the money from the license will pay the people who work at the JTC. Now that we have the Jamaica Teacher Bill, we don't need the Jamaica Teachers Association again. You can't stop give them money so they can go on excursion. You don't need to pay the JTA no more. You just need to follow the law and you on the right, you on the nice path. You don't need JTA anymore because the JTA is not serving any purpose. The JTA is not serving any purpose. You don't have to pay for no license. And I see a couple teachers come in the chat and tell me, say, you know, you're in a school attack. Me know you're in a school attack about it. The only person me hear a talk about the JTC bill is the People's National Party. So the government, maybe the government can look on the part where they claim to say, the CPD, a CPD name can be online and offline. But other from that, everything, the bill must be sent to the upper house and the bill must be passed. Do not allow the PNP to use them gaslighting and then fear mongering and stop this bill. Do not allow the PNP to use them distraction and stop this bill. We can't tell you from now, none of them will vote for this bill in the upper house. We can't tell you from now. None of the PNP will be voting for this bill in the upper house. That is where your Damian Crawford say, oh, I'm afraid that the government is going to use their majority and pass the bill. Yes, we're going to use our majority and pass this bill. And after the bill is passed, we can go through the little regulation and everything and start out the thing. And because of 2 years before the bill implement, 2 years. So we have 2 years for that we iron cross with you and get it right. I expect this bill to be tabled by the Speaker of the House in the Madam Speaker Holness, and the bill should be supposed to be passed with our majority. But the PNP move themselves. The PNP in a government. Are we in a government? No. Me talk about the me don't want to talk about the ombudsman again with me little time when me have left, guys. Because we don't know if Dana Parchment name right on the ombudsman position. Anybody know if Dana Parchment name is somebody will the ombudsman position to Dana Parchment? Was she so bothered? Why Dana Parchment so concerned? Is our birthright? Is the ombudsman position Dana Parchment birthright? Because me not understand how she worried how much money is going into the office and who is there. The PNP need to realize this. The PNP and Dana Parchment and the Comrade Talent People Gleaner need to realize this. Dalrai Chuck will not open back the ombudsman office. The ombudsman position will stay at the ECJ under the Jamaica Labour Party. If 10 years from now or 15 years from now, when the PNP finally get a chance to run, if they want to take it out of their business, but under the Jamaica Labour Party, Andrew Michael Holness and Delroy Chuck, the ombudsman position will remain at the ECJ. I don't know how clearer. They need Delroy Chuck to explain this and say this to Uno. The ombudsman position will remain at the ECJ. And no amount of article want to write to the Gleaner. No amount of stories want to bring pan TVJ. No amount of commentary from the PNP and the Peanut Gallery. The ombudsman position will remain at the ECJ under Andrew Michael Holness administration. And you, PNP lawyer, I'm not going to call him because I don't want to sue me. We know what your problem, your clientele a lesson. Your clientele are dead out. Because from the government passed the law to say that the lawyer need to report the people who are hire on a lawyer need to give account, own them and pay where the money come from the pay, And from the police, them turn up the thing from the criminals and the dirty corner boy, your clientele them drop. That is where you joined the protest yesterday with the Jamaicans for juntas. That is why you joined the protest yesterday with the Jamaicans for justice, because your clientele are withered down because your time come and pass and gone as well. The paid crowd where the PNP send up a half a tree transportation center. The reason why you was there is because your clientele are drop, because the government of Jamaica and the Jamaica Constabulary Force under Dr. Kevin Blake are wipe out the criminals and the dirty corner boy, so you don't have nobody to represent. And you know where born you to? You know where born you to? The criminals them who used to hire you don't have any money to pay you anymore. The criminals that used to hire you, Mr. Lawyer, don't have any money to pay you anymore because the money dry up at a Spanish town. The money dry up at the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation because Mocha go in and take every single computer and mash the coffee, dash where mash the coffee and mash the thermos and dash where the coffee. So you're worried now because your clientele are drop because a long time you don't hear all your name call. You washed up. You rub out. A long time you don't hear all your name a call. Your clientele are drop. Your clientele a drop. That is the reason why you're so worried and a bad and a talk about, oh, the police them will wear masks. They are criminals and they are this and they are that. You cannot bring down the Jamaica Constabulary Force under Dr. Kevin Blake. And the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, their eyes are wide open to the PNP. I saw 2 videos. One with one guy, I would have put a sign with a look on it and you see one PNP armband. Who saw that video? Who saw that video with the PNP guy hold up the armband on TikTok with the orange armband? PNP paid the Jamaicans for junta, paid the PNP people from the guys. Me tell you the last night, the PNP people from PN came to the protest yesterday. I don't know, say PNP people not work without their lunch money. Eh? Oh no, say PNP people don't left yard without for their lunch money. What kind of people in the ghetto cannot find bus fare? How much is bus fare? Them people who got the protest yesterday, people. They come from town. How much is the bus fare from the any garrison in a town to halfway tree? And a $50. What a woman lion wicked. Nobody from out of town came to that protest yesterday. No one from rural Jamaica came to that protest yesterday. All of those persons came from PNP garrison. What kind of bus fare? A $50 pan JUTC bus to go halfway tree. $50 from on the JUTC bus to get to halfway tree. A pay Jamaicans for junta had to pay the PNP people to come to the protest yesterday. The evidence is there. The video is there. Talking about, we gave them a stipend when they don't have any money. Who not get on no money? Who not get to can't find $50? Bus fare to come at halfway tree square? Bus fare from where to come to halfway tree square? A $50 pan JUTC bus to come at halfway tree square. $100 pan taxi, depends on where you live. $150 the most. What kind of lunch money and bus fare to give them? A pay because they would not left the yard if we never pay them. And we knew this. I said it from last night. It was a paid crowd. Anyway, you see Andre Stefano, P. Diddy shit in a plate, Stevens there. It have to be paid. It is a PNP. It's a PNP protest. Those persons came from Matilda Brownberg constituency. Because the Jamaicans for junta couldn't find 10 people to come if they never pay the people them. If the PNP never send them hungry belly PNP people come at halfway tree yesterday, the Jamaicans for junta couldn't find nobody if you go with them. The crowd was not organic. You know, we burned them because George posted the video. Oh, we did not pay anyone. We normally have a fund for people to go to court and for people to this and what. We have pay people to come at halfway tree square for people should have come. Listen, the cost should be so great. The cost should be so great that people not forget $1 for left their yard. Because we didn't need lunch money for the little 2-hour protest. For the little 2-hour protest. Shame on you, Jamaicans for justice. Shame on you, Jamaicans for justice. You guys have no credibility. You guys are corrupt. And they say thief not like to see thief with long bag and a truth. Because when you know all over the place to talk about, politician corrupt and the integrity commission. And look at you guys paying people to come and help on the protest. Shame on you, Jamaicans for justice. Shame on you. You guys are corrupt. You guys are corrupt. Talking about, no give people stipend, lunch money, and bus fare. Bus fare for what? A $100 from PN if you come up a halfway tree and some of them get free ride. Paying people for what? That is corruption at the highest level. And somebody need to send this video to the European Union. Somebody need to send this video to the consulate in Europe so they can see what the JFJ I use their money do. Paying people to come to protest. Shame on you, Michael Jackson. Shame on you, Jamaicans for Justice. Somebody must send this video to the European Union. We never know, so we okay to know God no like ugly, you know, Michael Jackson. God no like ugly, you know, you think so God never does show no up? You think so God never go show no up? But you know, then in a van, in a van, a cross of people name. The crowd should be organic. The crowd should be organic. People should have run out to come support, you know. You guys have to pay people. PNP people from PN land. And you see them tired paper shit in a plate cleaner. They want to release one video. I don't know what you're trying to say with that video. Showing the 20-year-old guy running from the police. What does that mean? There is no, that can't go to court. There's nothing on the video to say that the police killed that guy in cold blood. And we don't see anything from the video. We only see where the little boy, where the 20-year-old guy run going in the yard and run going at the house. And the police come in afterwards and go in at the house. We don't hear nothing else with the rest of the video there. We don't see that the PNP have become a propaganda and a blogging site. And guys, we don't see that the People's National Party have become a propaganda and a blogging site. What is the purpose of that video? What is the purpose of that video? The guy run. He run going to the yard, he go in the house. The police drive down, put guns drawn, and go in the house. That is it. We don't see nothing. What is that? What is incriminating about that? What is incriminating about that video, Gleaner? What are we supposed to be looking at there? The JFJ and the Gleaner. The two only need 3 sheets of zinc. We're not going more than that. You guys are disgusting and a disgrace. You, Michael Jackson, with your mouth broad like back pocket. You come out, but we had over 130 people. You never know so the video will leak. You never know so the video out there. You never know, so the video out there, the PNP people with the orange armband. You never know, so the video out there with you issue out $1,000 and $1,500 to PNP people and thanking them for showing up. You never know, sister. You never know, so that video they out there, sister, that video they thumping in your back because God don't like ugly. The people of Jamaica know. So the JFJ now get no support. That is why the PNP send people here to prop on up. That is why Andre Stefano Stevens and the people, I don't know if you not realize, but the more me cuss Andre Stevens, he finally come out of the one room and go and rent somewhere else. So I want to applaud him because I saw you have to cuss PNP people into ambition, you know. I saw you have to cuss PNP people into ambition, you know, people. Because if me never cuss Stefano Stevens, I tell you, say, come out of that one room with a little double bed and a little side table. He won't come out of the room if me never take him out. So I hope he thank me every single day if he take him out of that one room. But somebody text me a while ago while me there here, so. I mean, I want me people and tell me so if you talk about Andre, because I'm going to talk about him every single day. Somebody texts me the years and say, Andre over there. Who saw the article in the Gleaner where the Gleaner said this, the clerk or the clerk or the clerk? The clerk of the court, the clerk of the parliament say she go suspend people who have an icky. Me not read the article, you know. Me not read the article because I don't know what's wrong with the PNP. The PNP is so much in a propaganda till them bring all foolishness in the paper. What does that have to do with the people of Jamaica? And I must one of the PNP people leak that memo to the Gleaner and to Andre Stevens. I must one of the PNP 14 bandits leak that memorandum to Andre Stevens and to the Gleaner. So me hear same over in page now. And me don't want to tell me not because once Andre Stevens put up Juliet and Marie Holness, me a go for him. You already know that. So me no want, no one text me and say Munchie don't say nothing. Now me hear same over there. Attack say, fish out, me tell you no, oh Andre lie and wicked. That little old maga succoot boy that we are pay a man for massage him a week time. That little fish there, we are pay a man for massage him a week time. I pay a man 15,000 a week time for massage him. Me hear some over there. I talk about say, and Mrs. Holness tell the clerk say to write the memo because Rhoda come a parliament with Icky. You see him Andre Stevens, and nobody make the man them we asleep with you now, you know, Icky, you know. And nobody make the man them we asleep with you a come like a dead in the night and a jump through window before morning light, you know. And Juliet Holness make no man now claim you know Andre Stevens. The way your maga and cranny and sour and your mouth kind of full of spit and your tongue white like chalk and every teeth in your mouth black like you eat coal at daytime is not Mrs. Holness make the man we asleep with you at night time nah claim you. And Mrs. Holness make the man where you pay 15,000 a week time for massage you. Nah, claim you. Every single time you take set upon the woman like a she make you not keep. And she make the man where you pay 15,000 a week time for massage you. No want you and just nyam you out. And you make, and Mrs. Holness make the man where you buy the car for, take the car and run down left you. And Mrs. Holness make the little man where you send go evening class as soon as in passing subject them in left you. And Mrs. Holness make the man where you open the restaurant with down a digicel, nyam you out and kick you to the curb. Loud woman name alone. Yes. Somebody call me and tell me, say, you know, Andre over there say, oh, and Mrs. Holness, you know, say, hey, Courtney, look like you have a man beside him when you're in Courtney. Look like man Courtney asleep at night time now. Look like a new man named Courtney. Courtney, you know what say? Somebody call me and tell me since night. You know what say? Hey, I mean, I know why not keeping tongue them and I'm be kind tongue white like my shirt. Courtney, you know what say? I don't feel say at the clerk at the court write this letter. Yeah, me not feel see she. Me never see a little crablos can make up stories so. Let me tell you something, Andre. No wall, no left in your earnose. No grip, no left in your earnose. You don't have no short back. You just a walk and a drip like the first time ice chuck them we used to walk and sell ice. Love Mrs. Holness alone because I know she make you never band with no front. You hear me tell you? And you already know say me no ramp to put my program aside and rub you out. You already know that. Me not take my foot off of your neck, no dear. Your earnose no have no wall. Your earnose no have no grip. Your throat will no have no back. The guy where you pay 15,000 a week time for massage you, him no want you and tell people say you're cranny. Him tell people say that's the money him want. Him tell people say him no like you. Him just a nyam you out. The man where you pay 15,000 a week time for drive you around, tell people say him not like you because you're frowsy. The man where you pay for massage you, tell people say him not like you because your body sticky because you're not beard. Your earnose not have no wall. Because you start too early in a life. You don't have no grip. Your throat tool no have no back. Your tongue need a scraper. So when you're over there, I put up Mrs. Owens, I go talk about her, she tell the clerk of the court for write letter, and because nobody now put no icky on you. Because you only, your man only a turn your back way and put pillar over your head because you're not lookable. You know, so nobody now claim you because you're not lookable. Nobody now own you. Nobody now acknowledge you. You spend out a week time for that the boy and the boy don't want you. You think say Mrs. Owens make you see the boy pan pitch to a carnival with somebody else? Me see you nearly drop down when you see the boy at carnival with a different man. Because the boy don't want you because you're cranny. The boy don't want you, Andre, because you're cranny. That is why the boy go a carnival with a next man. And you still have to pay 15,000 a week time for somebody massage you. And nobody no want you. Rest Mrs. Owens' name out of your mouth. You're too much. You know something I like you already. You know something. Courtney! You know what I say? Me nothing but me tell Rhoda if carry go court for stop call up her name, you know. Because look like say you are carry vengeance for them the two women there because look like you're upset with God because God put your whole wrong place. Look like because God put your whole wrong place. And because you use up all of the hole where God give you, your ears all done out, your nose all stretch out, your throat back stretch out. And let me tell you, you already now no grip on your ears. Look like your bad mind Rhoda because you can't have what she have. Look like your bad man Rhoda because God born her with what you did need. That is why every single day you sit down on the woman name and no she make the man where you pay for the massage not like you, you know. And no she make the man where you pay, you buy the car for, take the car and run you. Make always go pause my program for rub you out, Stefano shit in a plate. P. Diddy Stevens. Me always go pause my program to rub you out. Me not drop no catch when it come to you. Me not drop no catch when it come to you. Because if you not put up Miss Owens' picture, you not get views. No matter how you put up your topic and you say you talk about something, if you not call the woman name, you not feel good. I mean, you say I must one PNP person send you that memo to read and spread that word. Eh? Me don't know how you disgusting so Andre Stevens. Me don't know how you disgusting so. See people them say if you don't know you're lucky. Me already put out the disclaimer say me I go cuss him because I know my people them say munch enough. Me have to cuss him. Me have to cuss him. Me not rest. Me not rest. You stretch out and done out. You have to walk and wear pampers. You have to walk and wear pampers. Use a leaker. Use a leak. You can't walk. Me so when you're up so when you protest, you have a big pampers for your body because your bottom a drip like when time pipe a leak. But yet still you come at cuss woman. You know say you're a big old waste man. You know say you're a waste man, Andre Stevens. You live pan woman, you're a waste man. You're a fish. You swim around. Waste man you be. See Shirley say Munchie left him. No, me not left him, so no one not tell me that. And I close now. That's why I use the last minute and finish him off. If one look here, me have to fix him business when time he hear anything when he you see once he not touch my people them, me and him me left him alone. But once he talk about my people them, I have to fix him. And the person said that thing over there, do I put up pitch and I say, Courtney? Courtney? You know I say, hey! because such lady come a parliament. Such lady come a parliament with icky. Oh, that come to him mind. Oh, that come to him mind, people. You say, boy, wicked. Oh, that come to him mind. And the man where my peer. The man where my peer. Fi give massage, nah, give no icky. The man when buy the car for, nah, give no icky. The man when my send go back to school up a UTech, nah, give no icky. And he see the boy at a carnival with a brand new man son, them here say nearly drop down. Me saying couldn't come live when he see the video. Because nobody now own him kind cranny. Him cranny. So nobody now own him. Look how much you buy, look how much phone you buy, man. Look how much iPhone you buy, man, and none of them now claim you, Andre. Look how much iPhone you buy, man. You buy iPhone, man. You pay for man do their ear. You buy car, man. You send boy at school and nobody now claim you. You know shame. You know shame, Andre Stefano, P. Diddy Stevens. You buy phone, man. You pay for man lock them ear. You buy car, man. You send man go you take and you still nah get no love from nobody because nobody no like you. Because you're too cranny. You need some lamp pile. You need some grammar zone. You need some G's. That you need. We have put up Mrs. Owen's picture over your place for. Where put up the woman picture over your place for? Me don't know, and me say the PNP people is so stupid because Paul, the clerk at the house, is a public servant. Me don't know why you think say, Mrs. Owen is reaching at that when the lady. Let me find the article. Because the article, the woman even read from where the section where she talk. Let me read the article. Want to see the article, people? Want to see the article? Come know enough labor rights sit and just walk past because you know concern we. You know concern we, so we walk past it. It may never read it. And if Andre never put a spin here upon it, I wouldn't even read it. Hear the article, guys. Hear the article. Eyebrows were raised among staff at the Jamaica Parliament after an internal memo warned that employees showed up at work with visible mark on their skin, colloquially referred to as ickies, would face immediate disciplinary actions. Oh, ratted. Appear. Only never tell me say appear the Gleaner say if you pay for read it. Then Gleaner thinks that we are going to pay for read nothing. But me hears in the article, because somebody when I asked about it, say the lady recite which section of the civil servant actually read from, proper dress code and blah blah blah. Somebody say I saw it on TVJ. Yeah, man, you're going to see it on TVJ. Because anything for try to paint it on the speaker of the house, and that them are going to do. Me tell you, the PNP is on a quest to tear down the speaker of the house. So you see, because of the clerk of the court say, at the house say, them want to try tied to the speaker. So they stay. Even though it's too independent bodies, as so the PNP stay. And because the PNP takes civics out of school, and a lot of people in Jamaica don't know that the PNP do. The clerk of the house do not depend upon the minister or upon any government to carry out their duties. Then the clerk, every public servant in Jamaica have the Public Servant Act where they follow. Not the speaker of the house. But because the PNP know say Jamaican people and the PNP people run with absolutely any and everything, then take it and spin it and say, the speaker right and give her for read it because the member of parliament came to the parliament with icky on her neck. I force me to hear that. Kirk, say sometimes I say clerk of the court, but I mean the clerk of the house. The clerk of the house, Kirk, you know, see the article? The clerk of the house wrote a memo, and the PNP, I mean, know this come from the head of the PNP, because me hear saying put up the memo, so me know and get it from the PNP. Me know the PNP gave it to him and said, spin this, Andre, and tie it to Mrs. Holness. Me know, because them bad-minded woman and them bad-minded speaker and then jealous. Like say Mrs. Holness make Sandra dance like that. And Mrs. Holness make Sandra just make I know. Don't look here, me come off of the live because me I get too hot you now. Me I get too hot you now, guys. I don't know me already. And Mrs. Holness make Sandra never go in a good school, you know. And Mrs. Holness make Sandra no pass gains. Listen to me, man. Make her come off of the live. Eh? Uno bad mind and jealous of the woman. Uno bad mind and jealous of the lady because the lady go to school and take in her education. And the lady get qualified. That is why uno bad mind. Uno like strong women. PNP don't like women. PNP do not like women. That's why they tear down Lisa Anna. That's why they tear down Portia. That's why they tear down the DPP. PNP do not like women. So then jealous of Juliet Holness because she went to school and she get her education and she went to university and she qualified and she suitable and she do her job good. The PNP not like that. They like done someone like Denise Daly. Well, of talk about be a foolishness. And they like chaka woman like Angela Brown Burke. PNP don't like strong women. Anyway, you see a strong woman, the PNP eat them. That's why the PNP kill, that's why the man killing wife, Melissa Silveira, they don't like women. So any chance they get to make up a story about the Speaker of the House, them are going to make it up. This memo have absolutely nothing to do with the Speaker of the House. This memo have absolutely nothing to do with the Speaker of the House. The clerk of the House is independent. But because the PNP have nothing to campaign on, and because the one Stefano Stevens who pay man $43,000 a week for massage him, now have nothing to talk about tonight. In come with this goddamn nonsense. You pay a man $43,000 a week for massage you, and the man still not claim you. Eh? You pay a man $43,000 a week, Stefano, for massage your cranny body, and the man still not claim you. $43,000 a week, you pay a man for massage you, and you live in a rent house. $43,000 a week, you pay a man for massage you, and you don't have a proper king size bed. You don't have a bed. $43,000 a week, you pay a man for massage you, and you don't have a car. $43,000 you pay a man for massage you a week time, and the man now put on like a icky on your neck, and that is why you're jealous. That is why you're jealous. You use your money and a send boy guy university while you there you live in a one room. If you never cuss you and call down bands and mercy upon you, you will come out of that little room there up on McGregor Gully. And you come now tonight and come upset me. I go put up Mrs. Holness about a she write memo to tell Parliamentary and for wear icky. Are you crazy? Eh? Are you crazy? Your mag and cranny and suck out and look like when time dog have marasme. You look like when time dog have germs. You're jealous of Mrs. Holness because you did want her man. You're jealous of Mrs. Holness because you did want be Mr. Holness. Me not have the memo prudence because what happened is that the PNP media put it under money. You have to pay if you read. You know, me not pay if you read nothing. But me hear saying put up the memo over him page. So me know say PNP said it come give him. I heard that he put up the memo up round there and he up there and put up Mrs. Owens and say she tell the clerk at the house to write it because such lady from Mandeville come and work with Icky. You see, the crosses boy look at show. 43,000 you pay a man for massage you a week time and you don't have a proper bed to sleep on. You don't dash for the bed where you buy downtown through the lane. Rest Mrs. Oldness name. Let me tell you. Because you know me have 40 days and 40 nights pan you. You know me have 40 days and 40 nights pan you. Because you are not nobody. Because the PNP take you and I use you. Okay, you must think say after the election, you're gonna be redundant. After the election, you are going in redundant because the PNP not gonna have no more use for you. After the third term, the PNP will put you aside because the PNP not loyal to absolutely no one. So you better save your money. You better save your money, Stefano, shit in a plate. Because after the third term, the PNP will have no use for you. The PNP will just discard you like the garbage that you are. After the third term, the People's National Party will just discard you, Andre Stefano Stevens, for the garbage that you are. They will have no more use for you. Because the PNP no loyal to nobody. And remember, you is nothing. You is nothing. So after we win the third term, you better save your money. The man where you send guy you take, you better stop sending kind of want you. The man where you massage for 43,000, you better stop because no massage can help your cranny wingworm body. And the man where buy the car just call it a loss because that the man did not look back on you. You better save your little money. Because remember you're a madman. And every full moon your head take you. So you better save your little money. Because after we win the third term, the PNP will have no use for you. The PNP will have no use for you. Them are using up to do them dirty work. Them are using to do them dirty work. But that cannot stop the Jamaica Labour Party. And that cannot stop Andrew Michael Holness. Nothing want to do and plan up and plot over there cannot stop the third term. Because the people of Jamaica don't want to hear nothing from Mark Jefferson Golding. Because Mark Jefferson Golding is a con artist and a genial. So the people of Jamaica don't want to hear from him. The people of Jamaica don't want to hear from. Speaking of Peter Bunting, he's sick. He's sick, guys. When last time I hear from Peter Bunting, I don't see him. Peter Bunting sick, guys. Oh my God, time a pass. Time for me end now. Peter Bunting sick. When last time I see him, I don't hear gunfire from him. I went there. I never see him in the Senate with you. I don't see him beside Marky Ginal. Ali saying Bunting planning with the IC. You could be right. You could be right because you know we don't hear nothing from the IC, guys. We don't hear nothing from Commissioner Bestwick. She's so silent and so quiet. Justice Bestwick, Chairman Bestwick, so quiet. We don't hear nothing from she. We want to give a little more time. I don't hear from her. Yeah. But me not see Peter Bunting for a little minute now. Me I wonder when they and when gone. I don't see him from when. I don't see him nowhere at all. But me I send out a message to you, Andre Stefano Stevens. I'm going to see people them over here and listen. 490 people are watching. Please click on the like button. Look at the PNP, then come over here. Come right and click on the like button there, please, and thanks. I don't want to come. Ali said, Kevin Kevin Stevens' position not advertised. Yeah, man, it not advertised. You know them are reappointing. Me know. Come ready, no click on the like button, no, please. Me I send out a message to you, Andre Stefano Stevens, aka P. Diddy, aka Shit in a Plate, aka One Room, aka No Live Nowhere, Schumacher Gully. You don't need to be upset with Juliet Anne Marie Holness and Rhoda Mike Crawford. Because the man where you fight them for don't want you. The man where you have them up for don't want you. So you don't need to be upset. Because the man where you tear them down for do not want you. Your mother never want you. Your criminal father never want you. The man them where your mind don't want you. Nobody want you. You're an orphan. You're a devil. Nobody no want you. Nobody no love you. Okay? So you don't need to be upset with the ladies. And the ladies' fault make the man never choose you. Okay? We know so you hate the woman them. We know so you're upset. We know. But we're very, very sorry. But the man them no want you. You have to go look if you find one man in a PNP. Look how much man in a PNP. Go and look one of them man there and rest the Jamaica Labour Party. Look how much man over PNP. Your boss we are work with. We don't go and go look him. He don't want you. He don't want you. Your boss don't want you. Your boss we are work with. We are run backer. He don't want you. Your boss don't want you, Andre. No man in a Jamaica Labour Party don't want you. All right? So you don't need to be carrying this long vendetta for the ladies. Kind of feed them fault. All right? So me I send out that message here to you. A long time I not cuss you. Because I promise myself me not get up and cuss you every day. A long time I not cuss you. But tonight, I don't know why the person they send me. Because normally me not go see it. But tonight, me take out a special 10 minutes for you. All right? So people of Jamaica, in the diaspora, family and friends, laborers and everybody, thank you so much for watching Munchie B Talks Politics. You know what, something I pay stuff to talk about, I'm going to talk about it, because me talk about other things, but we can talk about it tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching Munchie B Talks Politics. 494 on over here. Please click on the like button. Comrades, me know say on over here, so people now click like, you know. Me know say on over here, so click like, a peep and now click like. Why? Una like the program? Like up the live, man. I mean, me not really want cuss on no blogger, you know. Me not really want cuss on no top blogger wanna pay if you bring on the Jamaica Labour Party, you know. Because I know say him uno send if you come bring on the Jamaica Labour Party. Him every member of Parliament I go on him platform, every candidate I go on him platform, everybody I go on him platform. Wait, there's somebody I call me. Me now put them on speaker because I don't know who. Hello, good night. Oh, that's why I don't put it on speaker because I don't know who I call. I go save it when I hang up. We call for add to the program. Put it on speaker now. What go on now with you now? Me can't ease up Andre because Andre not ease we up. Yeah, man. He attack beat up like Pele drunk cross down in a treetop. Yeah, man. After we third term, he might go be no more. Yeah, man. After we third term, we're going to send him in a redundance. Because remember, you know, the PNP use people, you know, remember the PNP reuse Everybody, when they want win election, after they win, they say, no, sir, we don't know you. So we're going to see after the PNP lose, all our viewers, them are going to go because what them are going to watch him for? He can't help them. Mm-hmm. In not save because 43,000 for pay man to massage you a week time. Plus him the boy up a you take where and yam him out where go a carnival Sunday night tight since he boy in a line he nearly drop down. Plus him buy car give boy. Plus him buy phone. Plus you know him a big rent to pay because I rent him a pay and I buy a house. Plus him a pay one man for drive him around kind scared if you take public vehicle, you know, can make so much problem he can't take public passenger vehicle. So all of that money where I get, and you know, say people overall and your mouth kind of say my fool. So people overall and your mouth, you know, kind of sensible. So you know no money save up, you know have a dollar save up.
We just a scroll TikTok and see one video the man he hold on his head. Mr. Man is a young man.
See Chris _ 2020 said there is no third term. Are you gonna stop it, Chris? Chris, are you gonna stop the third term? Yes, go on, because we're going to hang up now. 10 minutes we have left.
No man, because all of them will see a back of my hole and don't know what they might do or what they might not do. You know, Nikisha said, Damian, how are you? Minister for Education and Country.
Which Nikisha?
You know, see what I'm
Me not see.
Lord God Almighty, the press conference today call.
Mm-hmm.
He does not know what portfolio Damian represents.
And she had the minister, and she had the party communication person.
Mm-hmm. She don't know what portfolio Damian.
Lord Jesus.
She don't. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to look and see if I can put it up right. I have to find.
So nobody not send that to me, although me kind of busy though. That's why I don't see it.
The young lady don't know what portfolio Damian holds. It's an embarrassment.
Oh my God.
She don't have big press conference and she don't know what portfolio Damian. In the midst of it, she had turned around to ask Damian. Which portfolio are Minister of Education and Training? No, just Minister of Education spokesperson.
And I'm not a spokesperson, I'm a PNP idiot. Because as we beloved Wilmington tell we constitutional recognized candidate. So they may not know nothing.
Did we go press conference with it where she are opening and she are leading?
Yeah.
And she are lead, I go lead and open the discussion. And she are the front runner. Don't know what portfolio they man all of that. I would have video there, I can't. So I look feed that too much for you. I can't find that video. I have to go look. Hold on. Check right now.
Somebody send it to me, because you know my people I'm go listen.
Somebody said it to you.
Yeah.
It's an embarrassment.
Embarrassment.
Like those stooges. Stand up. She had the podium and then the rest of them line up behind her.
But what do you think about Travis, before we leave, we have 8 minutes. What do you think about the PNP pivot to this what am I going with now with the JTC bill?
It goes to show you that they're actually not interested, they're just playing politics. Because in one instance they might call for 6 months, whatever, for people to get ready. When the bill itself makes a provision for 2 years.
Right.
So they have no interest in the bill. And this is flip-flopping from voting for the bill just Friday. Damian stood up in Parliament to congratulate the minister. And he voted for the bill. They never vote against it. He voted in agreement with the bill. He never vote against it. You never know this country?
Me see him, but me can't understand how. That's why me can't understand Travis say, oh, after voting for the bill, then you go now and keep a press conference to say that you have questions and your postings in the bill.
They are flip-floppers. Because remember this thing in a rotation 20 years now.
Mr. Damian. Encouraged by some of the reports that I have heard from the minister. I am pleased with the efforts that she has exhibited, and this being her first bill as Minister of Education, I offer my own congratulations to the minister, and I thank you for your commitment. Thank you.
You hear that?
You're the old father Parliament Friday.
That's why me can't. And you know what troubled me to Travi? How them can always find teachers to line up behind this stupidity with them. So then I put country over. Then I put country over self, over party.
All of them are things to them support. Remember, what they went peer run, what the 24th or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I see when they come out to say only $2,000 them peer raise by they get $2,000 by them peer. No peer raise no one.
Me see them over TikTok.
They no longer paying income tax, and that's why you see an additional $2,000.
Me see them over TikTok, Travi, and me say to myself, say, boy, no wonder we pitting them so dunce.
Let's move it as the same thing with Jesus Christ. The student in a trouble. Because if they are people here, they have in a classroom and lead them. No problem this man?
Problem.
People come out of court, teacher, say $2,000 again get pan MP, like, seriously?
Why?
Are you for real?
And you know what? You can tell, say, the PNP media, the Gleaner. Because remember, say, from day one, when the man come out and say, I go with Golden, we were upon social media have with skepticism, and we have said, this not look right. This look like, say, this a man I go use in station, in paper and in station for help the PNP win. And turn out we was right. Because, nobody now push back and say to Damian Crawford, but you supported this bill just come Friday. No, you come and keep press conference. Nobody now ask him that.
Nobody now contest him. Nobody. Because it's the same thing that they do with Dayton Campbell over CVM. No contesting over CVM, but Town Hall or George Davis allowed to tell one bag of lie. From right there, somebody say, you know what? The George Davis at CVM is different from the George.
Yes, it is. It's true. The George Davis at CVM. You're right.
Allow him to purport.
You're right.
It's crazy. And I'll tell you this. The Gleaner put out one video. Said that and caption it, the police they never know that there was a camera.
Yeah. Me see it, I mean I watch come here and say, me see where the revelation now.
What does that
Thank you. Nothing.
You are insinuating that the police did something right there and they were caught on camera, but the footage does not support the claim, Gleaner.
Nothing. Nothing. And I expect Commissioner Blake to write a letter to the Gleaner and push back and ask them, say, what is the purpose of that video and what does that video prove? And what them insinuating in that headline. But the police didn't know that the camera was there. But what did the police do wrong? What did the police do wrong?
Yeah, after the police do wrong, why is the young man running? Let us ask this question. Sir, why are you running?
I mean, I know. We have if the Jamaica Labour Party don't win this election, we don't know what happened to our country, Travi. Because we have a set of people line up when in the People's National Party. Them just set up themselves to tear down Jamaica and to set back the country. Then just line up themselves to line them pocket, to set back the country and to set back the country for 30 years. Because how you ever say you support the Jamaica Constabulary Force, but yet still we're not going to support the Gleaner putting out that video. And nobody, not even, me no hear nobody from the PNP asking, say, what is the purpose of this video, Gleaner?
No question. The PNP and the Gleaner work together. The Gleaner is an arm of the PNP. What do you mean? They know about it before you go here.
Because nobody now say the police must go out willy-nilly and shoot Jamaican people. Like, nobody's not saying that to the police.
Nobody's saying that. Nobody's advocating for that.
Nobody, we're not idiot. We know that we know we have police where always are go rogue. But that doesn't mean so we must broad brush the entire Jamaica Constabulary Force and say, oh, they police them bad, we could show out all of them. What have happened to the country?
That's my issue. That's my issue right here. And the funny thing about it, they might call about 108 people. Let's just read into the 108 people. Let's look at their rap sheet. The youth named Patterson that is accused of killing Slikiana. Him in 108,
They're no business.
Him in 108. that is accused of killing Slicky, and when you check for him rap sheet, the amount of time when do similar instances and going to jail, what court, get to have a case repeatedly, we not that 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, they have a whole lifetime already with the law.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right? And they might act like, oh, some kind of innocent.
Yeah, 108 per civilians.
They cut down 3 1 time in our house. Don't have range in West. Let me give you the backstory. They said the house for them going and go cut them down. The owner for that house was buried the day before that happened. How did the owner for that house die? Gun crime kill him. I mean, if a police or a gunman kill him. I think a police kill him. See, because he have known violence producer too. And the police then go for him in raise. No, I don't remember, but he was killed.
Yeah.
Right? And then the police then rape on them one year. They raise up guns and the police then does out all of them and take up 2 guns to show the public to see the 2 guns here. Right? And to top it off, one of the young men are the leader. His baby mother, who is also the sister of one of the other persons that was wiped out. In that, all I can say, he was a good baby father. Other than that, me don't know what he do at night time. Me not surprised that police killed him.
Right. And at them Jamaicans for junta a protest for. Yeah. And them the people there. Me see one big blogger when they normally support the Jamaica Labour Party. 2 of them me see come out and say Jamaicans for justice because they don't allow the police to do their work and clean up Jamaica. After they don't clean up Jamaica, then the police think can't wear the body worn camera. Me see the supporter them a cuss one spot me and this other name and the spot media. And the spot they need a one spot. When I tell more than name, come in one call it you have on the spot, you have one spot. Anyway, the one with the pan TikTok, with the pan YouTube, and I say he must support the police and everything he say police right and so. So people, sensible people in Jamaica want to see Jamaica crime free, want to see the JCS succeed.
That they would chat anything because we have to stick one of them video earlier about TikTok because him know one of them uptown one day. I go say the police, the JCF plan protest against JFJ.
Yeah, me see it.
Lie you are tell no go so. Not a thing no go.
Remember the commissioner say the police they're gonna be out there to restore order and make sure everything run peaceful, you know. Yeah. So what kind of plan protest?
Hear me. And we the idea come from here. We sit down have a discussion and come up with this thing and put it out and as a company program and talk about it. Send you the flyer as we have put this out here.
Yeah, that have nothing to do with JCF. What am I talking about?
More and more people start take it up in a social media. Certain people start see it now and start going with it. And one of the most notable person who take up and take it far away was Kevin O'Brien Child.
Exactly.
Because multiple people made flyers, right? After the news get out and come over and start talking into the circles. Other people made flyers. They have other people who've been doing their life and have pushed the narrative and they go on and say, yes, people on YouTube, people overseas. Listen, me go as far as for JPU. Talk about it. Say that the flyers say, yo, put this out there.
Yeah, the JCF have nothing to do with it with the blow wearing. No, JCF never said no wear no blow.
You know what happened now is the success that it get them and try to play and play dirty because them surprised with the success and the national support the Blue they get. You know why it gets so much support? Country never hard to get so much support because the people of Jamaica want the police.
Absolutely. It was easy.
Tired of the gunfire and a bury them picnic and killing people. Tired of it.
Exactly.
That's why when this breath of fresh air comes, the people latch on to it and support the JCF.
Of course.
Support Dr. Kevin Wade.
Same way, so.
People tired of it. People tired of it.
We want back the country from the criminals.
Hey, Jesus, man. Can't play it because of this other partnership with. Don't move. I want to play stuff make you hear. But not even want to tell you, want to play. Make the people hear.
People not hear the conversation. Make me know if you not hear.
I need for you all to hear this.
No, them say yes. Them say yes. Them I hear.
I want you to hear this. This is important. Come on, wait something. Come on. Right, just wait. Use this. You know, I'm gonna just tell you because it took a hard for me to get that something. But the Prime Minister-elect of Trinidad and Tobago. Is this she elected? You know, she tell the police themselves and tell homeowners them.
Oh, me see it. We come la Passad or which one name tell the tell the people who have their license firearm for them. You think Andrew Owens could have said that? You think Andrew Owens could have said that, Travi?
And these people
okay. Remember all Andrew Owens say is Judge of Jamaica and they upset, you know.
These so-called civil societal groups who have selective outreach would have been all over it. JFK would have a field day and then you know they are back and moves and screw stuff like RGR.
Yeah. You think Andrew Owens could have mad for say that? Andrew could have never said that. Cause we say JFJ, Jump, NIA, TV, and the whole RJR media and the PNP. Cause one thing Andrew Owens say, George Ayameka, and they say Andrew Owens has sent police go kill young people and youths in the ghetto. Andrew could have never talk about say. And you could have never talk about how load up your gun them and empty the clip on them with them come. And you could have never say that.
Listen, I want to tell you people across who's listening that Trinidad just vote out the Comrade Party. The
exactly. Me see them a latch on and I say, oh, this is a message to Andrew Owens. Yeah, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid.
The PNM, People's National Movement.
That's the PNP. Remember, say Keith Roll did never like Prime Minister Owens. You know, remember Andrew tell the story where they over the carry coming out. So they had a very bad relationship between the wicked woman Passad and Bruce. And when Andrew win the election again, Andrew said to him, him call him and say, come man, we need to talk, man. Well, when I Caribbean, we need to live good. And I saw the man come to Jamaica and they make it up back. Remember, he never love Andrew because of PNP people that. Comrade Keith Roll, Comrade Gonzalez, Comrade Mia Matley, and the one from St. Kitts. Comrade, all of them. That's why when PJ was in government and the PNP and the PNP people that lead the Caribbean, that's why they come up with the CCJ. Because all of them was like-minded. All of them. They don't love our Prime Minister.
I'll tell you this too. You see? The people of Jamaica who's listening, look, the world is turning away from these socialist people, these comrade people. They don't lead properly, they don't develop countries and infrastructure. If the PNP of Trinidad, the PNM, can run an oil-rich country down to rent
I tell you.
Can you imagine Jamaica when they have oil?
Exactly.
Because of their socialist beliefs and
exactly.
Infrastructure and building country. Just give a free money. People just smoke and drink and all start.
Exactly.
That's how they run Trinidad.
That's why the people get rid of them because people them shame. If you know say Trinidad broke and poor.
They run Trinidad to such a ruin that Jamaica fear refine oil for Trinidad.
That Kamala use and win the election now she tell the people and say they should go fix the refinery. She soon find out say they not no money. She soon find out say they not no money if you fix it, you know, she soon find out.
Yeah, but she have to do
She have it, yeah, me know, but she go see.
She go try, but
Yeah, they don't have no money.
Listen, they ran the country to such a ruin that Jamaica would then look down upon. Jamaica would then treat bad. Have to be refining oil.
Exactly.
Yeah, Trinidad has been fighting, for years to be the centerpiece of the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they don't like Jamaicans and Jamaican people. Because when you book some of them in their foreign, they have, when they find out they are Jamaican, oh my God.
Exactly. And jealous.
The PNP of Trinidad, the PNM, People's National Movement, ran the country to ruins.
See like what they do. See like when they do
a crime
Venezuela, same thing.
Killing Ghana to high numbers
in
Trinidad, right? Infrastructure mash up, hospitals are poorly run. It's the same
thing.
Mode of operation the PNP have. It's the same thing. They mash up Trinidad. And if you go over Ralph Gonzalez,
same thing.
Mode of operation
same thing. And if you go over Venezuela, same thing. And you see, the only reason, the reason why Barbados no mash up, because number one, Barbados have a good you see Barbados tourism sector and a Barbadian own it. Yeah, man, they pay them money to the US dollar, but at them, you see, like how we have our resort them and foreign people own them and the money left the country. In a Barbados, it's all 90% of the resort them were over there. That's why they never want to let in standards, because 90% of the resort them, if you look resort when they have not much. At the white beige and them own it. So what they do, they leave the money at the bank of Barbados, so the government can use it and help. That's why the people say the business sector run Barbados, because they ever Barbados crash. That's the only thing I save them. Them peg the money to the US dollar, and them tourism at them control the money. No money no left the country. Most of the money stay in the country. As opposed to Jamaica, our money left. And our money left because of the People's National Party.
And in two instances, remember, they crash the country. They crash the country and sell out everything.
Yeah, that's why our money left. That's why if every $100 when the tourists them spend in Jamaica, $75 go over foreign and $25 left for we. For every $100 when the tourists them spend in Barbados, 65 stay in Barbados and 35. That's why them can't have them better off than we, because what they do, they left the money at the central bank, not the government, and the government and them come with the agreement, so the government can use their money to back up their money and to help their country. Anyhow, we did ever have that, Jamaica would be booming. But the PNP sell off every single asset where Jamaica have and left with to the dogs. So that is why we're in a position where we're in now. Cannot.
End up like Trinidad. Remember, Trinidad was riding high. This run out of Jamaica for Trinidad. All right, now Trinidad gone to the dogs.
Exactly. Patrick, yeah, man, all the leaders step down to the Stuart Young.
Key role resign as Prime Minister, but held party president. So the chairman, Stuart Young, became Prime Minister. Stuart Young coming for a few days, calling election.
You shouldn't call the election, although it was inevitable. It was inevitable. They were going to lose regardless.
Rowley never want to lose party back.
Yeah.
I wrote in the squeaky out and make Stuart go take it. But Stuart Young resigned as the party's chairman.
Yeah, man, I see today. He not a choice. Right, he knows on the wall field.
Just like Rowley have to resign as party president.
The PA them have to build from the ground up, and then I come in. But it's like how exactly. It's like how me and Matley won every single seat in the last election. The same thing I got reach the PNM, because the party that was in before me and Matley, and do so much about foolishness. So that's why the people in my Barbados don't trust him. Right now, me and Matley now going good enough. But the man scarred the party before, scarred them so much, so they're scared. But that same thing I go on with them over there. But oh my God, but Chavi, thank you so much for calling me, sweetheart. Call me anytime. You have my number. And good night. Yeah. People not say me gone over my time a while ago for stop. No, no, no. So me and traffic go for talk a whole night, Why didn't you guys stop me? Patrick said, but Barbados is not as good as it was. Yes, Barbados is not as good because them have a high debt. Them have a high debt because the government that was before me and Matley ballooned the debt and mash up the country. So then debt is high. Them have a high debt. Them have a high debt. That's why they not going so good. Me don't love me, I know. But the man that was there before me, when name? Who know when name? In worse than me. I tell you no, mash up the country. But that's why we need to make sure that we do not elect the People's National Party. Of course, you have my number, Linda. Everybody have my number. Erica, put my number in the chat. Can you make the people them now call me? You don't put my number in the chat. Put my number in the chat, Erica. Can you make me people them not calling me because they say they don't have my number. What is wrong with you, sister? But guys, thank you so much for tuning into Munchie B Talks Politics. The platform not perfect, but every night on the day you're with me, I'm thank you very much. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment so YouTube can know that I am here. Thank you to all the labor rights, to all the independents, to all the people in the diaspora, to all the supporters, and to all the people of Jamaica. Thank you so much, my people, and good night. Erica, put my number in the chat. Okay, many people them say, oh, they don't have my number. Because the people them complain say they don't have my number, Erica. Come on.